What is going on, everybody? I'm making this video for traders, specifically people that are stuck in losing streaks. I'm making this video for y'all, helping you out, getting out of the losing streak. These are the top things that came to my mind when I was thinking about what did I do to get out of a losing streak. The number one thing that you want to do, and I think it is by far one of the most important, is that you need to keep a trading journal with you through the whole process of you trying out that one specific strategy that you are implementing. As long as you have good psychology, you should be fine. If you notice that you are in a losing streak, and the reason why you want to keep if the reason why you want to keep a trading journal is because it allows you to have the confidence to go through the losing streak and not really trip. Because people that are new to trading, if you don't really keep a journal or you don't really know your strategy like that or too good, you are going to trip as soon as you start entering a losing streak, another losing streak. And it's completely normal to enter a losing streak, especially if you have a high risk to reward strategy that goes with it. I typically aim around 1 to 3 risk to reward ratios around there. I try to keep it above a 1 to 3. Here and there, I aim for a 1 to 2. Sometimes I do hit a 1 to 4s around there, but I mainly like to keep it around there. And I will be losing a lot of fucking trades in a row. That is just probabilities. That's the nature of this fucking game that we're playing. So you gotta be good with tracking everything, tracking your trades, keeping everything in a fucking journal. This would help you if you also implement a system where you can have everything laid out, Excel sheet, Google Sheets, something around that. An application that helps you lay everything out. Also on TradingView, this is what I do. I go to the top right of the screen. It should allow you to take a screenshot. Copy that, paste it, and that's how I like to run my journal. I like to identify what I'm feeling at that moment for future reference. Also, put in pictures, everything about the setup that you're taking, and keep a track record of the month, the day, everything. What you're feeling at the time, your emotions. Are there you're feeling emotional that day? Write that shit down, everything. This is going to help you in the future so you don't get confused or let's say you enter another losing streak. You don't get confused. You know exactly what you're doing because you already experienced it. You already have been through it. And also you can pull up data to help confirm that. So that's why I mention this. Keep a trading journal. It'll help you a ton. And I can't stress this enough. To implement photos, implement the things that you need to do to keep this at the very core, to keep this as a fundamental habit for you to do and to track everything. That's what I started doing. And let's say I end up the day red. I make sure I go back to my Google Sheets and I make sure I implement this. So, trading journal. If you have any other questions on what to put down, I typically put down the dates. What else? Grade your setup, A, B, C, D. Typically, most of my trades should be A+ setups, but we do take those setups where it's kind of iffy. That is where you mark it a little bit lower grade. Also, I write down notes, take photos, like I told you in TradingView, and I'm pretty sure that's it. I'm trying to remember if there's something else, but I'm pretty sure that should be it. And if I lost or how much risk to reward, how much I gained off that. Also, you want to keep a mental note every single time you're trading that you have to be comfortable with uncertainty. So many fucking people get into trading thinking that it is the exact same thing. If you put the same work, like the same thing you do at your job, it is the complete fucking opposite here. Trading is a paradox. This shit is, the less you do, the more you fucking make. That's how I'm gonna say it. The less you do, the more you're going to make. So the thing you want to keep in mind is that with the uncertainty, that's what breaks most people. If you're in a losing streak and you are uncertain, or you have doubt, or something just starts to bother you, you have the trading journal. But not only that, everybody feels that same emotion. I feel it. Your top guru, whoever you follow, fucking feels it. The only difference is that they've been doing it for a long enough time where they know that feeling will come up and they get used to it. Whenever I get that fucking feeling, I would not get used. I was barely starting off. I would be freaking out, you know? What if this trade is another loser? What if this is another winner and you start risking more? You can't think about that. You have to think in probabilities. Switch that mindset. And this is why I like Mark Douglas. If anyone is struggling with psychology, definitely check Mark Douglas's videos out. They're on YouTube. Just check them out. Do yourself a favor. He said you can tell yourself that you're thinking in a probabilistic mindset, but doing this is a whole different story. Actually applying that is a whole different story. And that's why I want to bring this to your attention. Because when you're actually in the live moment, it is very difficult for you to get more logical about the things that you're doing, because you're so emotional. A lot of people get emotional with money. It's natural. And that's why I'm telling you to get comfortable in uncertainty, because it will never go away. It would always be there. The quicker you get used to it, the better. So load up the account with your actual money and start getting your reps in. So the better you start to handle the account size. When it starts growing, getting bigger, boom, you're already at $1 million. You're already at your goal that you wanted. So that's why I'm saying get comfortable with uncertainty. It is just the nature of what we do. And if you don't like that, then get the fuck out. Maybe trading is not for you. Go into a different industry, because this is completely different from what you've been used to. So that is just what comes with it. Understand that you need to switch your mindset to a probabilistic mindset. You can't do this without realizing that there's just going to be a random distribution between wins and losses. So you can't be placing more risk on certain trades, even though there will be trades where it does look like a good setup. Guess what? You probably lose that day. You never know. All it takes is one person around the world to fuck you up. Literally fuck you up. Enter a position, boom. Let's say you're going for shorts. Person comes in, loads up the account, places a big position, you're fucked. That is just the nature of trading. So that's why I'm telling you, switch to a probabilistic mindset. And as long as you're following your strategy, you should be fine. Good psychological habits to control your emotions, and you are good. I think the biggest shift for me when I was in a losing streak was repeating to myself, my internal dialogue, that this is normal. Everybody else feels the same way. As long as I'm trading the setups that I should be trading, I should be fine. If I'm taking other setups, that is where the fuck ups start happening. So as long as I'm taking my own setup, as long as I'm following my own strategy, I should be fine. Also, tracking the trades, I should be good to go. So, switch to a probabilistic mindset, knowing that everything is a random distribution between wins and losses. Start to get comfortable with uncertainty, and you want to keep a trading journal so you can start to monitor what you're doing on a daily basis. And that is going to help you a ton, tremendously. That is what helped me. And this is only the beginning. For me, I only have three years in this, and I already, for some people, They just don't get this, even if you gave them a time span of 10 years, just because they can't make that mental shift. Trading is completely different. I sometimes wonder why trading is the way it is. The less you do, the more you make. The less you do, the more you'll make. So take that into account the next time you start over trading. Take that into account the next time you start over risking. And if you've already been a master at this, you've been at it for years and you already mastered a good mechanical system, then you can trade discretionary and be good off of that. You can start switching your risk. And if you have a good intuition and you've been doing this for years already, you're advanced, then go for it. I sometimes do that. I sometimes switch risks, and just keep in mind that discretionary and mechanical are two completely different things. So keep that in mind. And that is it for this video. Hopefully y'all took out something. Maybe write down some notes, because these are the things that helped me in my journey. And I want to help other people with what they have going on. So if you're trading or you're thinking of starting this is something you definitely want to do. I'm gonna make another video soon, and I'll catch you later.